Alright, y'all, I got another video for y'all, man. I got another one out, bro, because it's been a while since I did a rep method video, and a lot of stuff has changed. So I'm gonna just get right into it to help y'all with these rep methods. Alright, so I'm gonna go right into it though. First off, if you are point guard, then you really don't have to worry too much about this. But if you're not point guard, you want to be 94 overall, so you can have on-court coach badge. That's how you'll get a lot more of these points. You'll get a lot of points anyways, but if you have on-court coach, you could definitely get about 80 to 90k per game if you have on-court coach. It helps out that much having on-court coach. All right, so just keep that in mind. If you're not point guard, you can still do the method to an extent, but you can't do the play. All right, you want to boost actually your dunks, boost your layups and dunks. It helps you with the alley-oops, because I do a lot of alley-oops, and pretty much that's the bulk of where your points are coming from. Do a lot of alley-oops and stuff like that just to make sure you're getting these points. All right, next you got to worry about your team. All right, you need a good team, and since you can't sim out with VC anymore, now you really need a good team, because you have to foul out and they need to be able to play without you there until the end, and they need to be able to win, because you want to have more wins, because you get 6,000 my points just for winning the match. All right, so you want them to be winning. All right, so this is my team here. Always check the free agency, see who's in the draft, see who you can draft the following year. I'm gonna probably get this dude that was a rookie a while back. They made him the GOAT, so I'm gonna probably end up getting this guy. But yeah, you just want to have a really good team on your roster, and you also want to have this play right here. Of course, most people have it already. Quick one elevator rip, which is right here at the bottom for me. At the 3-point, you gotta go when you hit triangle here, you add the play, and you hit L2 and you go ahead back and you go to the 3-point. And you go down until you see quick one elevator rip, and you put that into your play, which is right here. You add the play, hit X, add the play, which I already got right here. You add the play in, and once you add it in, you go R2, you go to assign plays, and when you go to your player, so that way when you press L1 and you pick the plays and stuff, you're picking him, and he's the one that's gonna be the one that's running the actual play. All right. And I'm gonna show you how to run it and all that other stuff. And you want to do priority 3-point. Do this one first, all right? You can take some of those 3-point plays off, so you can have it wherever you want to have it. If you want to have it on page 1 or page 2, you can do you or whatever like that. It's up to you really. So that's just up to you guys how you want to do that. But that's just how I do mine. That's how I've been doing it. All right, and you want to have it on Hall of Fame 12-minute quarters. And that's pretty much it. So let's get right into it. We're gonna play Golden State. It might be a difficult game, it might not be, but we won't know until we try. So we're gonna see the game, and we're gonna let y'all know. We're gonna see how many points we can get for this whole game. All right, so let's see. Alright, jumping straight into the game, and first thing you do, I know I did it pretty quick, but you start the play, L1, press square, and then if it's not on page 1, go to page 2, hit R2, and then find quick one elevator rip. It's on X on mine, and it might be different for yours, but it's on X for mine. And then you drive into the paint. See how he was a tenacious defender, but I was able to still kind of slither around him, So you want to use your turbo up, and the way I'm using it up, as you can see, after I call the play, I hold L2, and then I'm holding R2 at the same time, and I'm walking back and forth, and you see my turbo's going down a lot. So you have to keep doing that until it goes down to a certain part, and then sprint to the paint so you can get tireless score each time, because tireless is giving you a lot per score. It gives you a whole bunch per every time you make the shot, and you keep doing this. Go back and forth, set the play, and then you set the play, go back and forth, and then run to the paint and call for the lob. You call for the lob with tapping triangle twice if you didn't know. The thing that I've noticed is calling for the lob when you first get that good speed or that first momentum, because they can't catch you after that. Like you see right here, like I get that little momentum, I start calling it before I hit the paint. Don't double tap triangle as you're going into the paint, because that's gonna mess you up. But here is when I get takeover. The rep method changes once I hit takeover. Once I get takeover, I give the ball to a decent ball handler. I hit L1 and then I hit my icon and hold it. When you hold it, it calls a pick, and you do a pick and roll for it with yourself. So make the defender run into the pick. Once he runs into the pick, pass it to your player, and I do a floater because the floaters gives you a good amount without you just wasting your points. Because sometimes I'll go for a dunk and it'll just be a layup. In that point, I could have easily got more points doing the floater, and you can see it doesn't matter how contested it is, the floater's gonna go in. So that's why I do that instead of just going into the paint and dunking. And yeah, I got takeover on, and I could probably easily just dunk on the person, but for guaranteed points, I just, I call for the pick, make the computer run into the pick, pass it to my person, and then do the floater. I just do this all the way until the team takeover runs out. Once team takeover runs out, I go back to the regular method. All right, and that's really all I'm doing though. But most of the points are coming from the posterizing, the lobs, and the tireless score. That's where most of the points is coming from. Other than that, play solid defense. Don't leave your man open because you want to have a good teammate grade. It's a waste to not have a good teammate grade in the game because it really does mess up your points. It's almost 5,000 for like an A or something. So you want to keep your points to a good amount. I normally sub out at half, but like I said, they don't let you win by 11 and then sim at the end. So I just start fouling, and I start, I made that BS right there. I start fouling after the third quarter. All right, after the third quarter hits, I start fouling a few times, but I try to at least have 80 points. That's my goal. Everyone can have their own different goals, stuff like that, how many points they want to have. I try to have at least 80 by halftime. Usually around this time, I would just foul and go out. But for this demonstration, I'm going to show you guys how much rep you can get just staying in a little bit longer. And, I felt like I had the one-on-one here, so I got the dunk, and I just posted this dude. You got to remember, this is on Hall of Fame, so this is the type of stuff I'm going to be doing. I be doing at the park with ease. So that's what I be trying to tell people. And, showing y'all right there, you can't sim to the end no more. Even though I'm up 12, you just can't sim to the end. They don't let you. It's stupid, but that's how it is, though. But other than that, you're really just trying to get posterizer. You're trying to get those and run it up. But mainly, it's the running back and forth with L2, depleting your energy, go to the paint, call for the lob, and then once you do that, you gotta keep doing that till you get team takeover. You go to team takeover, you do a pick and roll for yourself, and you do a floater. You can do whatever. You can do a floater, you can do an acrobat, you can try to see if you can get the posterizer. But in my experience, getting the floater is the best use of the team takeover and the best use of the pick and roll, because you don't want to miss the pick and roll. They take points off when you miss it. So I just do the floater because 9 times out of 10 is gonna go in because of my build. Shot creator, takeover gets a buff on the teardropper, and the slashing takeover gets a buff. So you see right there, 25 alley-oop finishes. I got 20 good screens, which is good too. 15 posterizing dunks, that's also really good. Floaters, see I did 12, I got 6K. Pick and roll, I got almost 9K. Tireless shots, I got 15. Winning, 6,200, 5,500, and I had another point for opponent bonuses, and I got 91K altogether. All that for one game. I did play a little bit more than half. I usually stop at the half, all right? Usually I end up stopping at the half. But this time I didn't, just to demonstrate what you can get. But literally I got 91K in, what is that? Like 36 minutes. So 36 minutes of gameplay, not playing the whole game. 36 minutes of gameplay, and I got almost 100K in that one game, all right? So that's what I've been doing. So hopefully this helps. If y'all have any questions, I know it can be confusing, just let me know. I'll give you the best, description of what I can show you guys in the comments. Just let me know. This is the best way I can explain it to everybody. But also, for people that don't have on-court coach, this is what I used to do in my before I got 94. I used to just drive into the paint sometimes. Sometimes you could catch the defense sleeping. But the main thing I did is when I got the ball, I'd either be at either one of the wings, or I'd be at either one of the wings, and I would press L1 and call for a pick. Some of these, like I said, you can catch the defense sleeping, but sometimes I will call for a pick, and I pass it to the person, I call for the pick, I wouldn't run into the pick, I just call for it. And see, I'll just murder that guy here. And some of these you can get away with. Like I said, when you're a slasher like this, you can get away with some of these. Not all the time though. But in a half court set, see right here, I call for the pick, I don't use it, and then I go around, I call for the lob. That's what I do if I don't have 94. If you don't have on-court coach, this is what you have to do. You can still do the tireless with this. It's a little bit weirder this way, but you can still do the hold R2 L2, go back and forth, and then eventually call for the pick and roll guy to come, and then you can do that as well. So you can do it that way, and that's how I used to do it when I didn't have the on-court coach badge. So that's another way you can do it. I think I got like 70K on this one. Pretty sure I got like 70K, but that's how I do it on these, and this is working now. This is how much you get now for this after patch 8. Hopefully you don't patch any of this stuff, because it's hard enough as it is. I wasn't even doing pick and roll on this old one, so you can see how much I got there. I wasn't even doing pick and roll and stuff like that. But that's it, you guys. Hopefully this helped y'all out. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Let me know if you got any questions. Peace.